guys.
What's up?
This week we're going to be talking about death.
Yeah, death is something like you can't escape, and you're always going to go through it. It's inevitable, but it's only going to make you stronger and a better person once you go through it. And I mean, it's just, that's what God does. He gives and He takes away.
Yep. And it's probably one of the hardest things in life that people go through because losing a loved one isn't easy.
Right, never.
But ways that you can deal with death, especially as a teenager or any age pretty much, be happy that they're not suffering anymore.
Yeah, I mean, no matter what, just know they're in a better place and like they're not hurting anymore, nothing's wrong, everything's fine with them now, so.
Yep, and if it was like a sudden death and they weren't hurting, like a car accident or something like that,
Then
then
obviously
yeah.
it was for the better.
Yeah, and they weren't, I mean, earth and heaven, 10 times different, so, you know.
I mean, it's hard to understand now, but eventually you'll understand it, you know. So,
yeah, and I mean, depending on what your religious beliefs are too,
yeah.
but, remember the good times.
Yeah. Don't dwell on like the bad stuff, like, oh, they're gone, they're gone, they're gone. Just remember, like, you know, thank God I was lucky enough to, like, be able to have a relationship with this person, or be able to have a friendship with this person, or, you know, just anything. Just be thankful that you got the time that you had with them, even though, like, it may not be enough to you, but that's just where, like, selfishness comes in. You just have to block that out and just be like, you know what, I'm thankful, I'm gonna be strong, you know, you just have to grin and bear it.
Yep. Don't dread on regret, because a lot of people are like, oh, I wish I wouldn't have yelled at them this day, I wish I wouldn't have said this to them, I wish I would have listened when they told me this. You know, do all those things now while they're alive,
Right.
like, where you don't have to regret it. And if you do regret it, because everyone gets in arguments with their parents, everyone gets in fights with their brothers, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just happens, and you don't need to dwell on the regret and how you wish you would have done something different, because honestly, that's not going to help you out at all. It's just going to make you, like, more upset about it.
Yeah, and if we all live life like, I'm not gonna regret this, I'm not gonna regret this, that sort of thing, like, there's an extent where you have to just kind of draw a line and be like, you know, I know what's right and wrong, this is what I'm gonna do. And I mean, you're not perfect, so you're gonna regret some things, but I mean, just don't think about it like that.
Yeah. Also, don't blame yourself.
Yeah, it's never your fault, no matter what. It really isn't. There's nothing you can do. Death is inevitable. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, there's nothing, I mean, people are often put in a place where, like, if only I would have said this, if only I would have done this. And suicide is the main issue of this. People think that they could have said something or done something that would have made their mind think a little bit differently. But normally, people that are on that track have deeper issues than people can get in contact with
Yeah.
and, like, try and help them with. But the best thing that you can do is pray.
Yeah. Or just, I mean, like, get your feelings out in the open.
Yeah.
When it comes to suicide, I think, like, that's one thing you really have to just, I mean, you have to pray about that, because, I mean, that's just terrible, and it's really hard, and it just sucks, you know? But, I mean, the only way, I mean, some people disagree with me, but the only way I can really, like, deal with suicide, this is just personal, is, like, knowing that that's what they wanted, the majority of the time, unless it involves some, you know, other stuff. But the majority of the time, if someone does kill themselves, that's what they wanted. That was their choice. I mean, I personally have never had a friend or a family member kill themselves, so I don't know what it's like. So if that ever happened to me, I could totally not even agree with that anymore. But just, that's the way I have to deal with it whenever I hear about stuff like that.
Another thing, dealing with death, don't make bad decisions to ease the pain. Like, don't go out and all of a sudden start partying 24/7. Don't go out and start doing drugs and trying to get drunk and trying to, you know, get that high to get your
off your
feelings
mind, 'cause
calm.
that's really not gonna help.
That's just
at
making
all.
more destructive decisions, and that person that you have lost would not want you to do that at
Right.
all.
Right.
They don't want you to party. I mean, there's a certain extent, they want you to have fun, but they don't want you to go out and make destructive decisions based on their death. Because then those destructive decisions could end up killing you.
Right.
Like, and then people will be dealing with your death, and you don't want to do that. Stay busy.
Yeah, stay focused on what your goals are and stuff. Don't get caught up. Don't dwell on. I mean, there's gonna be those days where you just like that's all you can think about. But you have to stay busy with your friends. Get just out. Don't stay in the house all the time. Call people up. Call us up.
Yeah, you can call us.
Come hang out with us.
Yeah, you don't want to, like, yeah, like she was saying, you don't want to seclude yourself and be like,
Yeah.
I don't know if I can do that yet. I mean, there's a certain extent where you are going to be in the house for like 2 days or whatever
Yeah.
because you're real upset because it's new to you.
Mm-hmm.
But, my family experienced a close friend's death, 2 of them actually recently, and, my mom called up the wife whose husband died, and, she was like, hey, what are you doing? She was like, getting ready to watch a football game. Like, you know, she knows that he was gone, but she loved him so much that once he was gone, of course she cried. But then she realized, you know what, I loved him so much, I know he's not suffering anymore, I know he's not going through the pain that he was going through with leukemia, I know he's not, you know, having to take medicine, having to be on a hospital bed, having to have doctors around him all the time, and he's happy. Like, she was so excited about that, and she handled his death so well. So well. Like, it's still amazing to me. Another thing that you can do, and I don't know, some people might not be all into this, but use your artistic ability.
Yeah, a lot of the times when you're down and out like that, things will just come to you like poems and just music and things, just anything you want to write. I mean, a lot of the times you become more in touch with yourself and with your feelings. You find out who you really are and your emotions and how you deal with things whenever something like this happens. So
Yeah, and I can totally back that up because I know if I'm mad or if I'm feeling about something, I can write some pretty cool poems or whatever. I mean, especially like English class could help you out too. Just think about something, you know, it'll all come out because that's something that you feel strongly about and you're going to be able to recite or do something
and just, I mean,
constructive
like,
with.
yeah, make the problem positive by bettering yourself through it. Just, you know, keep your head up. It's gonna make you stronger no matter what. So just think about it like that. I mean, everything is gonna happen the way it's supposed to happen. So just be positive. Stay positive.
Yeah. I hope this helped. Next week, we're going to be talking about friendship drama because we've had some people ask us if we could talk about certain things dealing with that. But if you have any requests or if you'd like us to talk about something, let us know.